Kentucky basketball released their official team roster over the weekend, and some noteworthy developments have happened. Primarily, the loudest change here is that Jayden Quaintance has experienced quite a body transformation since his last year at Arizona State versus what he is going to be, or what he is right now heading into this season. Jayden Quaintance earlier this offseason, the initial roster was listed at 6'9", 215 pounds. He is now listed at 6'10" and a half and 255 pounds. Now, I would like to note, just round up, Kentucky. We are huge round up guys. Always round the numbers either up or down to whatever fits your narrative. And to be extremely clear, your narrative right now is that Jayden Quaintance is a whole new monster. So, shit, might as well call him 7 feet if you want to. But the noteworthy thing here, more so than just, okay, now he's 6'10" and a half to me, Cart. He's reportedly put on 40 pounds this offseason since committing to Kentucky. Reminder, Jayden Quaintance has had a busy offseason full of playing pickup outdoors, not having a boot on when you thought he had a boot on, getting his driver's license. That was big time. Not doing a lot of team related activities. Hasn't done a lot of basketball things because he has been rehabbing and recovering from an injury. But while rehabbing and recovering from injury, he has put on 40 pounds. We now go live to our Sleepers Media resident expert of putting on 40 pounds in 3 months,
Mhm.
Carter Elliott. Is this a good thing? This is a good thing, we think, right?
Oh no, it's definitely a good thing. It's a good thing in a couple ways. First of all, I reserve the right to not take any weight jokes from you, given the performance I saw on Saturday afternoon slash what the front seat of my car looked like after you got out of there, my friend. I don't think I realized the damage that you truly did, but that's why you work hard all week to have yourself a Saturday. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you go there.
Hey, you
Also, this
wanted
is a
McDonald's before pizza as bad as I did. You were pushing that narrative just as hard as I was.
Yeah, but there's Reese's, also a bag of Cheetos came out of nowhere. I don't know. The streets are talking about it. I don't know. We'll get to clarity eventually. Um, but the biggest win probably in Kentucky basketball history, and a something that's going to change the lore of sleepers forever, might I say, is that no longer Greg Waddell can say, I can't believe that you guys want me to believe that this 6'9" center is going to be that big of an impact and is a lottery guy anymore. Do you want us to have a moment of silence for the fact that that goes away now? Because I have heard from you many a times, I can't believe I'm supposed to pay attention to the 6'9" center who can't shoot and lost a bunch of basketball games at Arizona State.
The 6'9", 215-pound center, who is
Yeah,
now 6'11", 255 pounds. I objectively can take JQ and his hype individually a lot more seriously if he is listed at 6'11", 255. Yes.
that is and that's massive. That's massive for us. That's massive for Kentucky basketball.
Oh, two inches is always massive. Always.
Facts. And
Always.
sometimes that's the difference too.
Yeah. Right. It can be, for
It,
sure.
it, it could be.
Okay. I'll say it. I'll be the guy. If I got to be the guy, I'll be the guy. I thought maybe you would be the guy, but you don't want to be the guy. Clearly, you're going to not be the guy on this one. So let me be the guy. If you won't be the guy, I'll be the guy. We positive this is 40 good pounds. We positive the guy who hasn't been able to play basketball this summer has put on good weight. What was it? It was June when he was listed at 215.
Hmm.
And in 2.5 months, he's put on 40 pounds. And we feel like what percent confident are we that that is good weight? Because it's hard. Not dissing Kentucky's strength training program. I know they're elite. They have the best staff in the country. However, I think it is very difficult and rare for anyone to put on 40 pounds of muscle in 2.5 months, let alone a guy rehabbing an injury that can't play basketball.
Well, you're not a bench press guy though.
I'm not. I do not know how that works. So you
Yeah, I
educate.
will say this to your point, 40 in that amount of time is definitely crazy. So that thought of is it good weight coming into play is definitely a fair question.
I would buy like 20 pounds. I'd be like, damn, he must be shredded. 40 pounds, I'm kind of like, I would like to see what he looks like in a uniform.
Right. But you know what cancels that out? If it was 40 with no inches, panic. We're
That's
getting
true.
40 with 2 inches. We're here.
That's true. That is something you and I are both familiar with. If you're tall, you can be a little bit overweight, and sometimes people don't notice.
Right. Right.
I've said it, both of us.
Yeah, but I mean, right though.
Right, right.
Right.
Oh, can I spin zone my own spin zone for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
I'd love to spin zone my own spin zone because my first spin zone is that's probably not great weight. Now I'd like to spin zone my spin zone of that's probably not great weight. Who cares? Who cares if it's not great weight?
Who cares if it's not great weight?
Cart, he was 215 pounds last year. You think a 215 pound center is going to come in and do anything in the SEC? Like,
Mm.
respectfully, put on bad weight. Let's get up to 270. Let's look a little dangy, and then we'll work it off over the course of the season.
That no, you know what? Honestly, that is no weight is bad weight. It's only bad weight if you make it bad weight, but
That's
it's good.
JQ's always been extremely mobile, right? He's I don't question that even if he has put on a little bit of bad weight at all here, that it's I don't think it's going to hurt him. He needs to bulk up in a variety of ways. So, would it be great if he's 100% Greek god? Yeah, of course. Maybe that is what's happening here. I'll wait until we see the pictures. However, I would say pretty large red flag that along with this announcement, we didn't get the before and after weight room picture.
Hmm.
Any program on earth, if they've actually put 40 pounds of muscle on a guy, the premier transfer would have taken a picture with great lighting and posted that.
Right.
So,
And so they have so week buffer period here. I'm willing to wait because this is a report coming out right now. If we get an official tweet from Kentucky Strength and Conditioning Twitter or JQ himself, but we will give a week.
one more question. Are we sure this wasn't just incompetence from Arizona State?
Oh no, that's 100% could be a thing.
Because if there was a program I would expect to accidentally list their player like 30 pounds off whatever their weight was, it would be Arizona State.
Yeah, well, because you know how they do things, right? At least in my head, this is how they do it. Like, a measure and testing day, how
Yeah.
they, you jump, you get weighed. I think truthfully, like Hurley and staff were just kind of like asking players like, "Yo, how much you weigh?" And JQ's like 215. They're like, "For sure," and they just like write it down. And they're just like,
Yeah.
"What's your vert?" Well, you don't got to jump. No, what is it? Just round up. What is it? All right, let's call it 38. All right, get out of here.
Arizona State doesn't even have a scale. They're literally just like,
Oh,
"What do you weigh?" JQ's, I'm 215. Okay,
all right,
buddy.
cool.
Yeah, crazy. Um, so Jayden Quaintance, if this report is accurate, which we have no reason to believe it's not, it probably is. He grew an inch and a half and 40 pounds from his freshman to his sophomore year. How does that compare or contrast with Carter Elliott's freshman to sophomore year body transformation?
Yeah, so I made my simple transformation from sophomore to junior, freshman to sophomore, a combination of finding out how close East Lansing is, combined with an ankle injury. I put on about 60 bad weight, and I shrunk, I think.
So you lost an inch while gaining 60.
Hmm.
So
Something,
advantage JQ, 2 inches taller
yeah,
and 40
advantage
pounds.
JQ for sure.
Yeah, okay.